Good morning. This morning I want to talk a little bit about Wattpad. A lot of people have asked me if I'm afraid to share my work there because somebody's going to steal it, or they're afraid that they won't get enough feedback, or there's just lots of questions that people have asked me, and so I'd like to talk a little bit about it today. And what got me started on Wattpad was, I think someone discussed it in one of the NaNoWriMo groups that I was in. And I love Wattpad. You can load chapters as you get them done. You can get feedback on specific paragraphs, on specific sentences, if I can talk today. On the whole chapter. Some people might want to wait until they read the entire work before they comment. I've gotten a few comments back on mine. Never comments on every chapter that I post, but it's still there, and it's there for people to read at their leisure. And it saves me from having to keep track of a bunch of, like, who did I send it to, and am I, going to hear back from them, or whatever. I just post mine at Wattpad and let people know that it's there if they'd like to check it out, and let me know anything they find that didn't seem to mesh, that didn't seem grammatically correct, or pieces of the story that just were not necessary or just really seemed odd to them. And if I get feedback from them, great. If not, I always try to find a few friends and acquaintances that are close to home for me that I can also share my work with and ask them for feedback. So beta reading is really important, and I would encourage you to find somewhere where you can share your work or share pieces of your work that will allow you to get that feedback that you need. Don't be afraid to share your work. Just take your time and find the right platform for you. There's a group called, or a website called Scribophile that I used for a little while. I like that website because you get encouraged to critique other people's work so that your work can also be critiqued. It's the way that they have it set up. And I think that's good, because there are some people that are perhaps afraid to share their opinion on someone else's work. But in a place like that, you expect to get that criticism. And the good thing about the way that Scribophile has it set up is that if you come across as being non-helpful, that your criticism is very harsh, you are penalized for that. So they'll either revoke your, well, they penalize you. I don't remember exactly. It's been too long. So, but the one thing that I couldn't work with there was their monthly fee. They do charge a monthly fee, and so I wasn't able to keep using that website. But it is a good one if you can afford the monthly fee. It is pretty affordable. I just had other things that I had to do, so my budget had to go to other things. And so what I use, like I said now, is Wattpad, and I really enjoy that. I would also encourage you to get involved in some writers groups. There's a great writers group on Facebook that I was in when I was still using Facebook, called the Plotter's Life Writing Group. I highly recommend that group. The members are very friendly. They are, for the most part, very willing to talk, very willing to answer questions. There are a lot of activities that they do in the group. They have a section for beta reader feedback. So they have a lot of good things going on in that group, and it's a very positive group, and I'd highly recommend that one. There's also another writing group that I am involved in now called the Under the Willow writing group, and I highly recommend that one as well. It's less busy than the Plotter Life writing group, and it's an easy sort of calm group to be in. You're free to ask questions. You're free to interact with whoever is online. There's not a whole lot of different activities going on, but we did just finish an editing sprint not too long ago that I enjoyed it. I didn't get to participate as much as I thought I would, but I did find it useful. 1 or 2 days of the sprint, I was able to participate, and I got a lot done. So so there's that. There's also opportunity to there's a that Under the Willow group is a forum. So so there was a thread, and I think it's still there, where you can have your character enter this thread, and others in the group can ask your character questions, and it can help you to flesh out your character a little bit more. Maybe think about things that you never really thought about for your character. So so I really like the Under the Willow group, and it's been a great encouragement for me, and I'm surrounded there by people who have positive minds about their writing, positive attitudes about their writing, and when those people are feeling down, then the rest of us encourage them, and that is Ollie Cat. He is apparently unhappy about something, and I will have to stop here and see about him. But it was great talking to you today. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.